everybody. I'm so excited that in just a couple of days, we're all going to see each other in Mount Shasta. It's going to be an incredible experience all the way around, just from being in the energy of Shasta. And then the manifesting work that we're going to be doing on top of that will be something that you will have never experienced in your life. Each alone are incredible experiences, but together it's going to be more than magical. But in preparation over the next few days, whether you're coming with us to Shasta or not, think about these things. When we talk about manifesting, we're often talking about wanting a thing or a condition in our life. Like we want to be wealthy. So there's the thing and then there's a condition. So we want money or a tangible, usable amount of money. But then we also want the conditions of wealth where we have ease and peace and maybe less worry and maybe less fear. So you might be able to see where they're a little bit different, the two sides of the one thing that you want. Or maybe it's a relationship that you want and you want the feeling of being in a couple and having a companion, and then you want the conditions maybe of sharing your life financially or having support or having a deep friendship that maybe you're missing. So there are two things. There's the thing that you want and the condition. So what I'd like you to encourage you to do in the next few days before we all meet up in Mount Shasta on Thursday is think about the thing that you want. And then what is the conditions that that creates? It really expands and defines what it is you're actually looking for in your life. Now, along with that, there may be another feeling. And that feeling might be that, oh my gosh, this is impossible. I've tried my whole life to get it. And no matter what I do, now notice if that's part of the language you use internally and externally when you talk about this thing. I've dated everyone, I've used all the apps, and it never works for me. Notice the feeling that that brings up in your body, because I promise you there's a correlation of sensation that's super familiar. So look for that. Is this thing you want impossible? If so, you want to choose to work on that this week, because that impossibility really means it's actually impossible. You see, it's generating a pattern in your system that's echoing and telling any match that might come in, nope, what you are a match for is impossibility at that point. So you want to work on that feeling of impossibility. That's what you'll choose to get started. Maybe it's something else for you. Maybe it feels impossible. That's true. But maybe there's another thing. Maybe there's an underlying, very, very familiar feeling. Maybe it's something like instability. Maybe when you think about having the partnership that you want, maybe it's clearing up a partnership that you already have or problems in it. There's this sensation of inauthenticity. Maybe it's you who's showing up in a way that feels maybe a little inauthentic, or maybe the relationship itself feels that way to you. So we're not talking about logical mind. You guys know me and my forehead. It's not here in the logical mind. It's in the body somewhere, and it's going to feel familiar. So we're going to excavate just a little bit into that. Maybe it's instability. Maybe you feel like your life or your house or your relationship or your body is built on a pile of garbage or quicksand. Maybe it just feels that way to you. And I'm not talking about that it is or that's real, but it feels like that to you in your body. Those are things that we can work with in Cogno Quantum to clear out, because the truth is those are just feelings. It's the echo of those feelings that's making them seem like the truth in your life, because the field around you is just creating a match, and that's all it can do. but we can change the way that's running on your power lines in your body. We can make a huge difference in what your life looks like after that when there's a new signal. So we want to get really, really clear. We're going to be doing the work in the workshop as well. But if you start that work now, as we prepare for this workshop, of thinking about what is that feeling? What is the constant, persistent feeling in my body that seems like it holds me back from my life? It's that feeling that really does hold you back because it's generating a signal. So mess around with it a little bit, walk around with it. I call it wandering around because that's what I do in my own mind. I wander around with it. I feel that sensation. I notice where there's an echo in my life where I can see that manifestation of that feeling. There's another really big one that plagues a lot of high-level people. It plagues a lot of spiritual people, light workers. It's a thing called imposter syndrome, meaning there's somewhere in the echoes of your mind that makes you feel like maybe you're not worthy of these lofty goals that you have. Maybe moving in the fourth and fifth dimension, maybe becoming a public speaker, maybe working with people and coaching them. And it's a feeling. That's what it really is, guys. It's not here. It's here. It's given a label, but it's that feeling of maybe I don't have what it really takes to do this. And if I do it, somebody's going to find out. None of that's actually true. It really is just a feeling. It just feels that way. Once we can clear the feeling, we can open and expand that space in your life to at least try it on, to see if it does work for you. The truth is sometimes we're really held in place by these patterns in our body that run and run and run. Who knows where they come from? And it doesn't matter why. But they're patterns that run and run and run in our bodies that make it seem like those things are true. It makes it seem like we can't move forward. It makes it seem like we're stuck. But all it is really just an old pattern and what do you call it? An artifact of maybe something that happened when you were a kid and other things piled onto it, but it's nothing more than that. We can get that out of your body and create a brand new space for something much more vital to reveal, get this guys, the truth of who you really are. Because if you've gotten this far in life and you're hearing my voice at all, you've gotten far in life. If you've gotten this far in life, you are smart enough, you are good enough, you are all the things to get you here. To go further, you just have to clear out the artifacts that are messing around in your nervous system. That is what we are going to do this weekend in Shasta. Now, if you're somewhere in the world where you can't join us, that's okay. We'll be having lots more programs through the end of the year where you're going to get to experience this too. But the energy in Mount Shasta is going to make this extremely powerful. So if you can join us, there's still a couple of days left. Get your butt out here. Join us. It's going to be a small, intimate group, which is amazing. With this, there's so much that happens that Bill and I will get to work with you one-on-one if we keep it small. So that's how this group is going to be. Also, for those of you who know for sure you're attending, you already have your tickets in your hotel room, your airlines, or you're driving out here, the weather in Mount Shasta can be unpredictable. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to start your visualization. I want you to start seeing that beautiful, majestic mountain with the sun glinting off it. If you're an early riser, picture that sunrise where you can see it in all of its glory, all the colors. It starts out a warm yellow and goes into blues and purples, and then in a radiant orange. It is so gorgeous. Imagine the warmth on your skin, that warm fall breeze, the colors that are changing so gloriously, backlit with sunlight. Just imagine yourself absorbed in this glorious, glorious feeling up on the mountain in Panther Meadows, experiencing the sacred well. Picture yourself, though you can't picture it yet, but picture and imagine you're at that false door and the sun is warming your back, even if you're wearing a light sweater. Start picturing yourself in that place with all of your senses, the taste, the touch, the smells, the warmth, the excitement, and the friendship. These will be friendships that will last forever because what you're going to experience will be so extraordinary. All right, everybody. Bill and I are so thrilled. Leah as well, she'll be there with us to meet you there and experience this with you. It'll be life-changing for us as well. Again, if you can't come, stand by. We'll have some things for you through the end of the year that will change your life as well. But in the meanwhile, do these little exercises. Start wandering around in your own body, in your own mind, and feel if there was one thing that could change for you, that would change everything, what would it be? What do you think it would be? One thing that if you felt differently would maybe make room for everything else in your life. We want to let our bodies tell the truth about this. Because I promise you, it's probably not money, but the experiences that come with it. It's probably not the relationship, the feeling of wholeness that comes with it. Dig in, do the work. I promise it'll be worth it. Write it down. And if you are working Cognomovement, which you're coming to Shasta, I know you are, work some sessions in advance. Just thinking about that feeling in your body, noticing, write down what comes. In this preparation, our bodies are smart. They know we're going to be doing this amazing work. They will start processing in advance. Help them work your Cognomovement system. 1, 3, 5 minutes a day, just to get that feeling primed in a way. Get the pump primed. All right, everybody. We will see you very, very soon, one way or another. Big love to you all. Can't wait.